I'm Charlie from LHU Libraries. So your professor has given you an assignment to find peer-reviewed articles. What exactly are they, and how do you know if the articles you find fit this requirement? That's today's topic. So let's get started. First, let's take a quick sidestep and establish what peer-reviewed articles are not. Articles that students find in newspapers, popular magazines, and trade magazines simply will not fit the peer review criteria that we're going to talk about in a minute. So right away, you can scratch them off as possibilities. Peer-reviewed articles, rather, will always appear in academic journals, specifically in peer-reviewed academic journals. Peer review means that an author's work will undergo a rigorous examination by academics or other experts in a given field before being published. It generally works this way. An author researches and writes a scholarly article. She then submits it to the journal's editor. The editor considers the content and identifies experts to examine the work. The article is then sent to these experts, also sometimes called referees. The reviewers critically examine the work. They assess whether or not it is important. Is it accurate? Has the topic been done before? And so on. The reviewers then either accept the article, reject it, or ask the author to make changes in what is known as revise and resubmit. Only after the reviewer's concerns have been addressed will the article be deemed suitable for publication. One thing to point out, not all academic journals and articles are peer-reviewed. Some academic articles get published simply with an editor's consent. So, if your professor insists on peer-reviewed sources, you must be sure they have gone through the review process that we just talked about. Next, how do you know if the article you found is peer-reviewed? Many library databases will give you the option to limit searches to peer-reviewed journals. If the Limit to Peer-Reviewed option is there, use it. Beware, however, this will depend on the database you are using. Some databases will only give you the option to limit to academic journals. Remember what we said above, not all academic journals are peer-reviewed. If you can't limit searches to peer-reviewed, you can physically examine the journal itself. It will often be stated in the front part of the journal if it is indeed peer-reviewed. If you can't physically handle the journal, you can also go to its website. Places such as About the Journal or Requirements for Authors are often good places to determine peer review. And as always, if you have taken these steps and are still unable to decide whether or not a journal is peer-reviewed, speak with one of the LHU librarians. They'll be happy to help you. Finding peer-reviewed materials can be a little tricky, but hopefully this video has helped you get on the right track. Well, that's it for now. For LHU Libraries, I'm Charlie. Thanks for watching.